Hey all, today I will going to show you some app which is not a IT or corporate app. It is just a, your personal use kind of app where you can, get one notification every Sunday, let's say morning 10 o'clock in your mobile. This is called push notification. And then you need to measure your full body, size of your waist, neck, weight, and everything. You need to submit and that submitted record will go to SharePoint. Later, uh, even you can take your picture at that week. So every week you will do the same thing and submit the record, and later you can analyze using the same app. So let me show how it is exactly. So here it is one of the Power Automate or Microsoft Flow is there. So I have configured is every day, every week, Sunday, it will fire one push notification on your mobile. Okay. So it is very simple push notification, how it should be. So I'm just giving one example. I'm waiting for in my mobile whether I'm getting the push notification. Yes, I got. Now I tap that notification. It will redirect and open Power App. Not only Power App, it will open that app. The app name is Body Management Tracking, Body Measurement Tracking app. Yeah. So there are two things. If I click on the Start Measurement, it will ask me to fill all these things, where you can see various type of metadata you can put, and there is a take a selfie. You can take your photo and submit. And the second is trend. So trend is like I have feed some past data every week Sunday. So you can see that your weight is, vary from 1 to like this. If you tap any of the point, it will show you how much weight it was on that day. Okay. So there are various type of thing also. You can change your layout. It is a responsive kind of things also. So you can see like this. Even you can see in the better view or expanded view of your chart. It is not only that weight you can show in a single graph. There are multiple line graph can be using your OAST or other whatever metadata you have submitted. You can show it there. Okay. So there is two view as I show you, and the third thing is that the, the photos we have taken from the app every time. So this is the first photo. Let's say first week you are like this. Second week, what was the reading, you can see at the bottom. Okay, like this. So it will give you encouragement or confidence that you are actually going to the right path. Correct. So this is what I have developed. Now how I have developed, let's see. uh, First thing is, so there is a timer job kind of things here in Power Automate. So you can select it. Let me show you how it is. It is called recurrence. You can change here any kind of things. What I put here, morning 10 o'clock, it will actually give one notification, and evening 18, it will give one notification. Instead of that, you can do another thing. You can just click another action. That action will search whether that particular day, whether any record gets submitted or not. If there is no record submitted, then only it will give you the push notification. Otherwise, it will skip. So unnecessarily people will not get notification. Okay, that is the one of the thing. And yeah, so this is a action, send push notification, and is a preview mode. So you need to put email ID of the user who actually wanted to uh, get notification, and whatever the message you want to show while they can see that message. There are two options here: open app, yes or no. So you saw I just tap on the notification, it automatically open the app. You can just discard these kind of things also. And if you want to send some parameter from here, you can do. But for my case, there is no needed, so I did not. Now I'm coming up here. Okay. So as usual, there are not much screen, six screen. So you just start screen. Okay, before that I will go to, I wanted to show you that my data source, SharePoint obviously. And in this data source, there is this kind of columns. I have made two record column, okay, and the rest of the columns are number. Why I actually put number, you know. So whenever you actually wanted to try to put some text, it will not get, only number will allowed. Another good thing is that, let me show you. Doing so is like, I'm going to home, start, measurement. If I click anything, you see the bottom, the keyboard layout is coming as a number keypad, correct? It is not the full keypad. So full keypad, why it is not coming is like, so if you see this, okay, if you put number, then it will always come as a number. But as I said, this app, I mean this data source, I have placed everything is number, so automatically it actually taking the number. Okay, but let's say at the back end you have by mistake or uh, some old SharePoint list, there is a single line of text, but you want to force the user to submit or insert record as a number. So you can make it as a number keyboard layout, not a auto. Auto is, I mean, whatever it is defined in your SharePoint list. On that, based on that, it will actually show you. Okay. Okay, so this is the one of the thing I just wanted to tell you. And yeah, so SharePoint list schema is very, I mean, generic. There is nothing much. Then in my previous videos, I show you how to create one, this kind of things. Only thing is that I made two columns. Okay, you can put one column also. I mean, it will be very lengthy thing. So I just wanted to discard. So I made it two columns. Okay, one thing is that I have put is that after taking your selfie, let's say this one, it will show you a preview. Okay, I've just made it. I mean, there is nothing much how it is. So this is a data card value 12, correct? I have placed one in this data card, ankle data card. I have placed one image. I mean, you can go here, put image. The source of the image, what I have done is that data card 12 dot attachments will get you all the attachment collection. From that, the first attachment I took, and the value is the your URL of that particular image. Okay, so you can just save. See, save is disabled. Why? Because this is mandatory. So until and unless you are putting here, it will not on. For that, I already show you in my previous videos. So there is a display uh, mode. Here what I have done is, this is a form, correct? Form 1. So form 1 dot valid, until and unless it is valid, it will, if it is valid, then it will be edit mode. The form will be in edit, that button will be edit mode. Otherwise the button will be in disabled mode. Okay, so this is the thing. Next is chart. Chart is nothing but, you can see from here, column chart, line chart. I have used line chart. So from that line chart, you need to give your uh, items of your line chart. So you can see here what I have done is formatted date. Date I actually made some DDMM YYY. Otherwise, it will take the auto. I mean MMDD YYYY. Okay, so I have just changed it, and based on that, it actually so. And there are multiple property also here. Here there is the item color set. Item color set is something I will show you. Mm, number of series. So number of series I am putting 2. What it will happen is it is showing weight and waist. How I know waist is 2? So you need to select this. I mean advance. You can see here. Okay, this thing you can change. So second is waist. Now you want to second is, let's say, chest. So it will be second is chest. So if you put it 2, so from series 1, series 2 will appear here. So what will be the color of the second one? So the color always, as I said, this one. You know RGB. R is 2255. Then green is 0. There will be no green. Blue is 0. There will be no uh, blue. 1 is alpha. I mean 1 means clear, you can see, and 0 is transparent, full transparent. Okay. So that's how RGB actually set for everything. If you see, I actually change. By default, it is not like that. By default, whenever you put one uh, chart control, this code of the colors are were different. But for me, I actually changed everything. So I make it only red, I make it only green, make it only blue. Okay. So this is the way I have actually done. You can change by on your understanding or requirement. So yeah, that is the all from this graph thing. Mm, yeah, I hope so. Next, I will go here. I have placed one data table. Okay, in this data table, you can see I just bind the collection, body measurement full. So you can put your sort order. You can give the last reading at the first, and like that. But one thing, give the user to check everything. I mean, not only weight or neck or something like that. Okay, another functionality I have given, if you select this and delete, this row will be deleted from the backend. Okay, sometimes maybe they mistaken some data, they did not realize. After submitting, they are thinking, oh, this is a wrong data, so they can do their own. So you can do like this. Last one is this one. So it is very simple. Again, I have put one gallery. Let me show you. So this is one of the gallery. Okay, in this gallery, I actually put one image control and some of the text field. Okay, that image control, again, the same style. I mean, the collection of attachments I will get based on uh, the item actually binded in that particular uh, gallery. I will take the first one and put the value. By this, it will come like this. Okay, I have placed one home button so that they can change anytime from here to there. Last one, I wanted to tell you about that responsive kind of things. So whenever you will go here, see other, you need to choose either landscape or portrait. But for me, I actually choose portrait. Portrait is this kind of things is portrait. So by default, it will be like this. But by default, whenever you create one app, it will be on. But for me, I actually make it off. When it will be off, it will allow you to, uh, I mean, expand or change or from horizontal to vertical. Okay, all the layouts. This is very useful when you see this app in the tab. So if you see in the tab, there will be no restriction in the same app. Though when I create that app, I choose the layout should be mobile layout, but still this app is very much comfortable in tablet tab also. So this app will work in mobile, tab, or in laptop browser also. That's all from today. Thanks for watching.